Hello, my name is Sherry Salisbury, and today I would like to tell you about the library's research guides, and specifically about the research guide for your class. On the library's homepage, you'll find research guides listed underneath the main search box. So right here is where you'll find the research guides. Research guides are created by all of the subject specialist librarians at UTSA, and we have research guides for all the different courses that are taught at UTSA. So you find a subject that you're taking, and you'll likely find a research guide. I'm just scrolling down here to get to the history section, and you'll see that there are many research guides just for history. I'm going to scroll all the way down until we get to the one for women's history, because that's the one that is made specifically for your class. So here's the guide on women's history in the U.S., and this is the guide that will be most useful for your class. The way that these guides are organized is that you have the navigation over here on the left, and you'll see that we are in the first one, Getting Started, which gives you some suggestions of the best places to start your research. So Library Quick Search, the search box on the library's homepage, is highlighted as the first resource, and also Google Scholar, which is another search engine within Google that just looks for scholarly information. In addition, you'll also find a list of databases. These databases are going to help you find journal articles, and these are the ones that I would recommend as being the best databases for doing research on women's history. In our navigation, if we move to the section on primary sources, we'll be able to find some resources for you that will help you with that part of your research. So UTSA Library Special Collections has some primary source materials that are just about women, and you'll find those in the first box. But we also have databases that just have primary sources. So in these databases, you would not find journal articles, but you would find things like documents from a particular time period, women's letters, women's diaries, and so forth. One of the databases for primary sources that will be especially useful for your class will be this one on women and social movements in the United States. In addition to these databases specifically about women's history, you'll also find other primary source databases down below. There's one for historical newspapers and one for government documents. Historical newspapers and government documents are a couple of types of primary sources that are almost always useful in any history research. The last tab that I want to show you here is Resources by Subject. The Resources by Subject section is organized by different topics and eras in history. And so we're going to go to the one that's specifically for your class, which is the section on suffrage. Here you'll find a list of recommended books. And of course, these are not all the books that we have in the library about suffrage, but some of the ones that I would recommend on various topics that you might find interesting for background information or as a topic for a research paper. In addition, at the bottom, you'll find a link to various websites. So these are websites that I've already gone to and checked out and made sure that they have some good information for you. And so these will also be some websites that will be useful on the topic of suffrage. So that's the research guide for your class. If you need additional help with your research, be sure to contact me. You'll find my contact information on the section here on the front of the research guide. And you can even schedule an appointment. I'm doing appointments by Zoom, so we can actually video chat. All right, so that's all for today. Hope you have a great day, and good luck with your research.